Just focus.
Welcome
Focus on
to the Frankie Russell Collection.
Yeah, so just try and hold on.
The University of Salford has acquired the growing archive of material previously owned by the Salfordian comedian and music hall performer Frankie Russell. The posterity of this archive and the celebration of Frankie Russell's life and career in comedy is a credit to the hard work and support from the Comedy Studies Journal and the Comedy Writing and Performance Department at the University of Salford. Whoop whoop represent. Born in Salford in 1931, out of wedlock to an Irish Catholic mother and a Glaswegian dockyard worker father, Frankie Russell moved to Lincolnshire, where his father's parents immigrated to, and was raised by his grandparents in the early stages of his life. His grandparents used to run the John Bull pub, where Frankie Russell first came across comedy from watching the monthly variety night at the John Bull at a young age, where he would see the Northern touring performers perform music hall numbers with comic patter, segueing between the acts. Frankie Russell worked in a local butcher shop as an apprentice for a few years, then did his national service as a chef in 1950 to 1954. He was posted in Malaysia, where he first began to perform to his fellow servicemen, at first in the kitchen, and then the troops at a talent show, before leaving to come back to Britain. Frankie Russell worked in various kitchens and butcher shops, while forging a career in stand-up comedy, performing all over the country in working men's clubs, bars, social clubs, and theatres from 1955 to 1980. The intention of this archive is to reveal the comic processes, creative practice, and lifestyle of Frankie Russell, pointing to a symbiosis of the British comedy circuit in the mid-century, working-class performance histories, and Northern Midland identities. The archive aims to embriate, I said that right, the oral histories of the people who knew Russell, circuit myths and written texts documenting a lifestyle which Russell and many other comedians favoured from a post-war austerity Britain. With the current institution's celebration of figures in the alternative comedy movement of the 1980s, academia has forgotten the key players in the comedy circuit, which built comedy and performance in Britain post the horrors in World War II. With new material being donated by Russell's family, friends, colleagues, carers every week, it is apparent that Russell's comic output is precedential to modern comedy formats which is common today. The nuanced approach that Russell had to comic material revealed a revolutionary artistic stance which paved the way for so many household names. In time of writing this archive notes, we are currently preserving an old dictaphone tape of ideas for radio plays and sketches for the music hall theatre, surrounding workplace situation comedies interrupted by talking head soliloquy segments regarding to the attics in a workplace, focusing on an employer with a lack of self-awareness and hubris, committing embarrassing faux pas. The Frankie Russell Collection is proud to present the artistic vision of a comedian which is forgotten within the noise of contemporary comedy academia, hegemony, British broadcasting posterity, and stand-up comedy's celebrated family tree, starting from only 1980.
Would you invite everyone in to the performance spaces, all the participants and everything?
Please may you all follow